In 1985, the Century made history. It became Buick's best-selling car. It surpassed even the Regal, the undisputed champ for 11 consecutive years. That demonstrates how excellent a mid-sized automobile the Century is. And because the Century continues at the heart of the Buick lineup, it remains the car that you can look to for more sales than any other. To help focus your Century efforts on the models that sell the best, the product lineup has been revised. This year you can offer 2 coupes in custom and limited models, 3 sedans, a custom, a limited, and a T-Type. Century's record sales for 1985 confirm that your best prospects are found at the center of the mid-sized market. But you should expect each customer to approach that target from a different direction and with a variety of needs. The Century is ideal for families whose kids have reached school age. For that matter, the Century is also the car for anyone needing more room than a compact provides. But probably the core of your Century buyers will consist of traditional mid-sized buyers or traditional full-size buyers who no longer require so much space, yet want to continue to drive a Buick. Perhaps nothing tells the story of Century's acceptance as well as the results of a poll we took among 2,256 new Century owners. 92.5% of them answered with a resounding yes when we asked, "Are you happy with your Century?" Now let's watch a Century walk around that can help you make the most of your opportunities with all these mid-sized prospects. And please remember, all the features mentioned are standard unless we tell you otherwise. You can begin your presentation of the Century by pointing out that a lot of wise engineering decisions have been made with the Century. But at the same time, the choice of a lot of important details have been left to your prospect. There's not that take it or leave it attitude that you get with so many mid-sized cars. First of all, your Century prospects want a car that looks good. Be sure they study the shape, from the sloping hood to the flush-mounted windshield, which helps make the shape aerodynamic, to the squared-off rear deck. The Century has a classic look your prospects can always be proud of. But Century styling is more than elegant. It's also functional. This is an efficient aerodynamic design that will help improve fuel economy. The handsome front end is new this year, including the side marker lights, the headlamp trim, and the front end panel and grille. Another important feature is the finish, which is applied by a robotic process that assures consistency and that factory specifications are met. Point out that the inside hood release also acts as a theft deterrent. Under the hood are a lot more examples of the way this Century was engineered with your buyers in mind. Oh, and be sure they notice how easily the hood rises because of that gas strut. At this point, be sure to mention the benefit of the Century front-wheel drive with the engine installed transversely. Not only does this provide benefits from improved tracking, but a lot of weight is saved, all without decreasing the room where it counts, in the passenger compartment. It's simple. Less room for the machinery, plenty of room for the people. The standard Century engine is a 2.5-liter fuel-injected 4-cylinder engine with a 3-speed automatic transmission. If your prospects want a little more power and smoothness, there is this optional 2.8-liter V6 that comes with 3-speed automatic transmission or an optional 4-speed automatic. And if they'd like even greater performance, there is an optional 3.8-liter sequential fuel-injected V6 that is a highly sophisticated engine. This year, the 3.8 SFI has been improved with the addition of roller lifters, which you can learn about in the LeSabre presentation. Whichever engine your prospects want, power steering is standard. While you're under the hood, show them the containers for the windshield washer solution, the brake fluid, and the engine coolant. Notice that they're all translucent, so you can check these important fluid levels at a glance. Another detail is this thick under-the-hood insulation blanket. In fact, the Century is so quiet that there isn't even an optional insulation package available. There's even extra protection under the car. The underbody is made from steel galvanized on both sides for increased corrosion protection. Century goes the extra mile even with the tires. These are steel-belted radial ply all-season tires which qualify as snow tires in parts of the country where snow tires are required. In addition, these snow tires don't make that snow tire whine you get with some snow tires on dry roads. The front brakes are power-assisted disc brakes with retracting calipers that minimize drag. These disc brakes also let you know when they need pads by making a chirping sound. The Century trunk provides 16.2 cubic feet of space. That's more than some full-size cars. Point out these trunk details. A light to help loading at night, carpeting to protect the cargo, and a compact spare tire that's easy to change, saves weight, and takes up less space. That high-mounted stop lamp is standard equipment on every Buick this year. Now you're ready to show the interior. Back here, there's plenty of room for 3 full-size passengers. And this knit velour fabric is new this year. Here in front, point out how the same care with detail has been taken as with the rest of the car. First of all, notice the way the glove box panel is set back on the passenger side. That not only makes it easier to get in and out when your prospect is wearing bulky clothing, but there's more room to stretch out during long trips. And these 45-55 notchback seats are also ideal for long trips, especially when they're equipped with the optional power controls to adjust the seat for precise comfort. There are courtesy lights in all the right places, in the ashtray, the glove box, on the instrument panel, and in this special map light. An AM radio with dual front speakers comes with the car, but it can be deleted for credit or applied against one of the other sound systems, like this optional AM/FM stereo with cassette deck, a graphic equalizer, and a Concert Sound 2 speaker system. Before you invite your Century prospects to take a demonstration drive, remind them that except for a very few options you have mentioned, the sound systems or the power seats, for example, everything you've told them about is standard equipment. Your mid-sized customers who are looking for a distinctive automobile are natural prospects for the Century T-Type, a sedan that makes an exceptional touring car. There are 4 groups of components that distinguish the T-Type Century. The standard engine is the 3.8-liter SFI V6, a highly sophisticated production engine you can match against anything in its class. The transmission is the 4-speed automatic with overdrive. And there's a grand touring suspension. Inside, the new upholstery and trim includes new knit velour Academy cloth, with cloth on the outside facings and armrest. The customer can order these optional 45-45 gray Sierra leather seats. Bucket seats are standard, as is a black instrument panel with special instrumentation, and a leather-wrapped steering wheel. These are just some of the interior features. That's Buick Century for 1986, the car that's going to help you make the most of your mid-sized sales opportunities. Let's review the important Century product changes for 1986. New front end, new grille, including headlamp bezels and side marker lamps, new high-mount stop lamp on all models, new interior trim cloth, new wire wheel cover, new optional 14 by 5.5 styled steel wheels, Concert Sound 2 speakers available, 3.8-liter SFI V6 engine with roller lifters available. T-Type has optional Lear-Siegler seats.